affecting America's national security, world stability, and as the grievance campaign up here in Washington seems to be unending, Senator Blumenthal and myself have not taken our eyes off a defining moment, and that's the war in Ukraine. So we're introducing a resolution today, since the Senate resolution that says that if Russia or Belarus, or a proxy of Russia, explodes a nuclear device inside Ukraine to stop the counteroffensive or to try to break the will of the Ukrainian people, such an attack should be considered an attack on NATO itself. We're of the belief that a nuclear weapon unleashed in Ukraine would irradiate large portions of Europe where we have NATO allies. And why are we doing this? President Biden says threat of Putin using tactical nuclear weapons is real. That's like the 20th story down. So with a sense of urgency, we're urging our colleagues here to get serious about what could happen in Ukraine. Moving the tactical nuclear weapons out of Russia to Belarus was unnerving and I think very provocative. The counteroffensive is moving slowly, but we're here to talk about something nobody else seems to want to talk about. I applaud President Biden for putting on the table that the threat of Putin using a nuclear weapon in Ukraine is real. And our message is to those around Putin that if you do this, if you follow his order, if he ever gives it, you can expect a massive response from NATO, and you will be at war with NATO. So as we go into the 4th of July holiday, people are going to do things at home, they're going to meet with their constituents, they're going to travel. Senator Blumenthal and I want to put everybody in this body and this Congress on notice that the threat of a use of a nuclear device by Russia is real.
Give me on the tier, Fans a Latino, program time.
Yo, Beach Ban Seco Tropdeshpa, mis saludos y respetos, full blast. Greetings to all my gente out there. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Allow me to thank you for subscribing. My name is Manny. I'm the Jaguar Man. Mucho gusto. This is Hood Vibes Homeboy. This is a channel where we make homies. We don't brag. We try to lace them up, give them some flecha, whether young, old, whatever. We're never too young to learn. We're never too old to learn. I myself, I don't know it all. We could always, ya sabes, learn from one another. And hey, we live in a free world, freedom of speech. I mean, I'm not here to argue or dispute on any topic. Like I said, we're going to learn from one another, just like iron sharpens iron. Book of Proverbs, homie. If you know, you know. So with that said, let's kick it off. Let's get straight to the point. Get into this touchy subject here. Real politics around the world. When it comes to countries, man, it gets heavy because we all have our pride. We all have our own point of view, and just like people in Europe look at things different than us over here in the United States of America. And as you see right now, Russia is a country not to be messed with. The government, as people say, Mr. Putin. That man seems like he don't mess around, man. Just want to talk about this nuclear threat. Nuclear threat is real, ladies and gentlemen, and it's gonna take balls for someone to come and drop a bomb over here in the United States. Don't get too comfortable, because it's possible. People say, oh, okay, no, that would never happen, but hey, you never know. Look at 9/11, we got attacked within. The enemy's always gonna want to throw the smoke screen, try to get us to look this way when there's real shit going on this side. So military invasion, it could be a natural disaster. Just want to let you people know to just be on your toes, be ready, be prepared. You never know storms coming our way, always be ready, man. Have some extra water, some food put away. Always have a plan set up. You know, talk to your kids. Make sure that in case of an emergency, you guys are gonna meet up somewhere in case the phone lines get disconnected, in case you know, you lose contact. I mean, and there's a bunch of traffic and it takes time to get to them. They could walk to somewhere safe where you know they're gonna be at. People, we gotta really get back and in touch with reality. I know things are easier said than done, but hey, when shit hits the fan, just like it did in 9/11, it caught a lot of people off guard. People didn't know what to do. Things are bound to happen. There's enemies. There's people that hate the United States of America. People across the world have different point of views, different beliefs, different religions, and they see the United States as an evil country because of all the freedom that we have. You know, sometimes I think, like, man, is freedom harming us? Is too much freedom leading us to destruction? We're destroying ourselves. Too much freedom sometimes. It's like a little kid. You give him too much freedom, he's spoiled, and he tends to just run wild. At the end of the day, ends up harming himself. The same thing with us as citizens of the United States. Freedom of speech, freedom of this and that. Hey, whatever floats your boat, that's your papel, you know? But what I'm trying to say is that people out there view us in an evil way. They think we're the enemy. And there's people that still live like the old ways. They still live in biblical times. But they really take religion real serious, where they're willing to die for their religion. So anyhow, Russia, they say it's a superpower, but man, it's a trip, because to me, it's like being a superpower, they're struggling to defeat the Ukrainians. Of course, Ukrainians are being backed up by the United States, training. The United States is helping them with money and artillery and so on and so forth. So in a way, they're not alone. But this guy is right. Senator Graham, I like that guy. I see that guy going up the ladder in politics. The man's pretty firm with the law and believes in this country, freedom. So, hey, they're on their toes. They're just, you know, being ready, man. They're taking this nuclear attack very serious. That's what a true leadership does. They look for the well-being of their citizens and rest of the country. So they're taking this nuclear attack very serious. Imagine if they do drop the bomb on Ukraine. Of course, there's going to be some debris landing on different countries around Ukraine, which are part of NATO. So they fought with NATO. Wow. We're looking at World War III. And it's all biblical. It's all in the book of Revelation. You know, people say that we're on the end of times. Who knows? Not even the Son knows. Only the Father. People, be ready. Always put some food away. Canned goods, peanut butter, sardines, some water. You know, get some extra batteries. Have duct tape. You know, you need stuff, plywood to cover your windows just in case we do get bombed on. Call me pinche loco, whatever, pero hey, I'd rather be called a loco or a paranoid motherfucker than an idiot getting caught slipping with my chonies down. Chingao. Damn. You know, I'm not Mr. Know-It-All, homeboy. Regular essay, you know, from the hood, homeboy. If I can, I'm going to deliver a good message. And if you like it, you take it. If not, hey, dispensa for taking your time, homie. With that said, homeboy, ya sabes, don't let the small things in life distract you from the bigger things. Remember, that's what they want. They want to distract us with all this bullshit on TV, all these drogas in the calle, all this drama, reality TV. Come on, man. It's good to have a good time, but know how to balance everything now. Everything with a balance is good, no matter what. So just be aware of your surroundings, what's going on in the world, homies, home girls. And with that said, my name is Manny. I'm the Jaguar Man. Wishing you the best out of your day. Stay productive. Much love. Your head up. This is Hoodwise, homie. Throw it up. Ass side.
Yes, sir.